Yeah.
He can't probably tell you all the rules,
Yeah.
but he can tell you what it doesn't say.
That's right.
I mean, really, he does. You know, he will read every.
People don't realize how smart James is.
I do. Yeah,
He's smart.
He's off the chart. He can tell you about every lap of every single race. I mean, he's got a memory like unbelievable. But James, seriously, with the rule book. For an example, I just thinking about this. Concord, North Carolina. We went over to Concord and who was it ran that track at one time? The old it was a family deal, but they didn't like somebody from Florida or Tennessee
coming in
and winning the race, and so James put together a V6 Chevrolet. That's when the Buicks were kicking ass.
The V6s were strong there for a little while.
It's 286 cubic inch V6. Well, James, we went through those. We blew those like hand grenades. And but if you lasted the race, you pretty much you'd be up front. And so we James put together. I think maybe Gary Stanton maybe built this motor. I think, and or Hutter, one of the two built it. But I think it might have been Hutter. But they built this V6 Chevrolet. Well, it was 327 cubic inches, and so you could run a V6, or you could run a 350 with a cubic inch limit and the whole deal, and so the trick was the V6. Well, this thing was a V6 Chevrolet, 327 cubic inches, and they pull in there and they start tearing it down after the race, and James said, "What are y'all doing?" And they said, "We think that we think this motor's too big." He said, "You don't have a rule," and lo and behold, they end up pulling it back out there and said, gave us their trophy, but they said, "Don't bring it back." And I think that's about that motor. Then went to like Freddie Smith. I mean, I'm sure James loaned it to him. He said he sold it, but I'm sure he loaned it. But it started winning dirt races. I mean, big races. Wow. A V6 Chevrolet.
Wow.